Hello, everyone, and welcome to Stampin' Chat. I am recorded with you today, Sunday, February 1st, but I am recording the morning of February 1st. I just wasn't sure how my afternoon was going to go, and I wanted to be sure that I could bring Boardwalk Fun to you, and it is fun. This was the first suite that captured my eye, caught my eye in the new mini catalog, and this is the catalog it's in. Now, if you ever want a copy of this or any catalogs, please just use the email address in the links of this video, and please request one. I'm happy to send it to you as long as you live in the US. Okay, so this starts on page 46. It is Beach Boardwalk. There is a suite of products plus other coordinating products that I'm going to show you. So if you like this aesthetic, we have plenty of beach themed products and plenty of products that coordinate with this this bundle. Okay, so over on the left we have all sorts of beautiful examples. I mean, it's got that beachy, boardwalky, you can kind of smell the sand and the sea and the caramel corn, right? Cotton candy, my personal fave. Now this suite is more reasonably priced than some we have. It's only $63.50 for one of each item. So you get paper, puffy sticker embellishments, which are super fun, and a stamp and die set. All right, and so again, it starts on page 46. And I think that's it. Let me double check. No, it's not. Okay, so they've done some close up here to show you different techniques you can do. Set the scene for different times of day by using ink and blending brushes to create color gradients. And the paper itself has lots of color gradients too, so it's going to make that kind of work very easy for you. Also, if you like layers like I do, take a look at this. They've got layers of die cuts and puffy stickers and stamping. I love it. Pre-cut images. Okay, so stay tuned, friends. Now, I had a hard time pulling up my camera, but let's see if I can grab this because I pulled up, let me try and get it a little larger. As I said, I was having issues, but I just put in the word beach, okay? Because this Boardwalk Fun and Beach Fun also has a coordinating scrapbook kit. And with that, let's see here, I think, am I showing my screen? Yes, okay, good enough. So on the left here, there's a Beach Time photopolymer stamp set. It is somewhat sized a little bit larger so that it can be used with scrapbooking, but it's not so large that you couldn't use it just the same for cards. And look at all the mix and match and keywords for travel and things like that. So I love that so much. And then here's the entire suite. Okay, make sure you get it in English or French. Make sure you're getting the one you want. There is a workshop kit, again, that coordinates with all these products. It doesn't include a stamp set, but it includes pieces and parts to recreate these 3 two-page layouts. Plus, you'll also have a full pack of the Designer Series paper with an added sticker sheet. Okay, and so at that, again, you get the full templates to make these beautiful 3 two-page layouts. Here are the stickers themselves. These are coordinating two-tone cardstocks. So again, if you love the different techniques that we can do with two-tone cardstock, or if you just want to use these sheets for your scrapbooking, then they are appropriately sized. And I love the two-tone cardstock. You even get down into, here's a stamp set that was $1 million celebration stamp set. And it has a beach theme as well. It would completely go with this suite. Okay, and then here are where you can purchase the stamp set alone or bundle it and keep it separate from the other suites of product. Okay, and then finally you can also purchase that Designer Series paper with the added sticker sheet. The designer series paper itself is $12.50, and you can add the sticker sheet on and purchase it all as one item for $17. So I hope that gives you some comfort in knowing that you're going to be able to use this for so many projects. It's going to go right over into scrapbooking and so forth. Okay. Especially the sizing of this, it's great for having on a scrapbook page. It is, how long is this thing? It's probably 5 1/4, I'm guessing, because it fits on the front of a card. No, it's just at 5 1/2. So it fits the entire front of a card, but of course you can cut it, slice and dice it into pieces and parts. And then you've got 3 palm trees, all different sizes. And then you've got 4 sentiments. Is that right? Oh, yeah. Okay. I already have some on blocks. So celebrate. Hey, sunshine. Enjoy the ride and happy birthday. I love the happy birthday. And then you have this kind of diamond. I don't know. It looks like a reflection off of the water to me. And then, of course, the roller coaster. And then for the dies, you have got, let's see, these dies don't cut any of these images out, okay? They're just coordinating dies. So you can make the Ferris wheel with the cars, and these are fancy cars. Usually when I would be on a Ferris wheel, we wouldn't have an umbrella, but on the beach you do. So anyway, these are cute little cars. And then you also have cars for the roller coaster, okay? And a ticket, 3 star shapes, and that kind of reflection shape again that you could use as a die cut, 2 more palm trees, and these don't coordinate or cut out the palm trees, but they're similarly sized. And that's it. So I love this. As I said, what caught my eye were the colors. Now, I always say that my brain lives in the family of brights, but these are subtles, and I'm loving this color combination. So I'm going to show you the patterns right now. You receive 2 12 by 12 sheets of each of these double-sided patterns, and I've already chopped this one up for a stamp camp and then for one of today's cards. So you only get to see part of it. But you will see that there are lots of things to die cut. So again, you get 2 sheets of this. Looks fantastic, doesn't it? The die, the ticket die, cuts some of these out exactly as they are. You could also cut the other ones. You'll just have slight alterations. So all of that can be cut or fussy cut, each piece. Now this die is the flagged banner die, and it has circles that cut out of it. I don't think there's an option. You have to have the circles cut out of it. But you could cut that out of cardstock or any of these other pieces, as well as you can easily fussy cut these banner pieces. They're a little bit larger than the die, and also they appear to have circles, but they're not cut through. So you can stamp over them. And so anyway, lots of options here on this cool piece of DSP. And then again, beautiful water. We have a bundle coming out that I can't show you because it's coming out in the March online exclusives. I wrote the name down. Where is it? Rolling Waves. It's perfect with this. So like if you like Boardwalk Fun, you'll love Rolling Waves, and it can be used with this paper. Rolling Waves is a bundle that, it's a die bundle, and it creates the beach from the vantage point of up above. So if you were flying a drone up above a beach with umbrellas and beach towels, that's what you get. So please watch for Rolling Waves. It looks very interesting. The vantage point of it is great. This would go with Rolling Waves, right? Isn't it gorgeous? This is probably my favorite. It's so gorgeous. And then and then this one, which these skies, the reason that Daffodil Delight paper was already cut up was because I used it as a sky back behind the Woolly Friends sheep. So these papers are fantastic. And then here's one we love, right? You can cut it up into 6 card fronts. And again, it's a perfect backdrop for any of those sentiments. And added die cuts for a little more texture and interest. And so let me put these away so I don't get them mixed in and stamp on them or something. They need to be safe from me because I'm going to create. Doing a little creating with you right now. How about that? Okay, so I did, oh, okay, where did I put those? I was like, where did they go? I did make an easier card just to kind of get my creative juices flowing. And I think it has excellent wow factor, especially for how easy it was. And so this is a Blackberry Bliss card base. So happy I got to use Blackberry Bliss along with, let me pull this down a little bit, along with some Blackberry Bliss trees. So I cut the trees and then you'll see they're not that long, but I cut off the bottom part of the dies and then was able to just make the appearance that they're longer by gluing the bottom part down to the bottom of the ticket and the top part to the top part of the ticket. This is just a ticket die cut in Bubble Bath. And then some puffy stickers. And that's what you want to do to puffy stickers, isn't it? You want to squish them. Okay, let's take a look at those puffy stickers because they're very tactile. If you're a tactile seeking person like I am, you're going to love the puffy stickers. 2 of the same patterns. All right, and they're gorgeous, coordinating colors. And then you also get these images of cotton candy, balloons, a carousel. I stamped on this. Let's see. Oh, it's a little, you know what? It stains, which is great. I stamped on this with strawberry slush. And then you have to let it sit for a while. And a little bit did come off on my hand. But it really just kind of stained the puffy sticker. So if you used Stays On ink, which we have in black and saddle brown, if you use Stays On ink on the puffy stickers, you could still get a really cool, you could put the sentiments on there or whatever you'd like. So think about that. You can stamp on these, all right? And again, I did this with the classic ink and it didn't soak in and dry completely, but it stained it. So I got the same result. And anyway, some of these are little like sun prints and you gotta test them out. Tickets in different sizes, the same kind of repeating images. So again, you can create layers with a die cut ticket, with a puppy sticker ticket, and so forth. So I'm in love with them. They're super cute. And again, all these things are going to go together with products in this suite, products in the scrapbooking workshop, and products coming or existing products. Everything. Okay, it doesn't go with everything, but goes with a lot. And finally, I wanted to show you, even though the suite doesn't have ribbon in it, it's totally fine. Here are 3 that I just grabbed that coordinate. One is a balmy blue sheer ribbon that I think has a great feel and color for this suite. It's on the last chance list, okay? It is 165767. And if you want these or any products, if you are new here, I'm so sorry. I am Lisa Harden. My business is The Stamping Zoo, and I do run this as a business. One of the things that means is that I sell all the products we're using today. All right, I also hold events and lead a team. So if you're interested in any or all of that, just go on over to thestampingzoo.com and take a look around. We're glad to have you. Okay, this is another one. It is Balmy Blue Gingham. Is this ribbon available yet? I think it's an online exclusive, but this one's available right now, and it's Bubble Bath 1/4 inch ribbon. Okay, 167075. And also, if you don't want to write down those numbers or remember the numbers, just go over and use the search bar like I did when I put in beach. You can shop different categories. You can shop all the ribbons, etc. Okay. The website is fantastic. It's very fun to go through it, and it's simple. It's simple. Some might say too simple and dangerous. I just say fun. Okay, so speaking of Boardwalk Fun, we made that initial card, and now I have pieces and parts, and we are going to create a Ferris wheel that spins in a circle, not with a wobbler, with something else, a little piece of hardware that I'm going to give full, what do I want to say? I saw Marcy Bessaker use it, and so I'm going to give her full props for that, okay? So Marcy Bessaker used this little piece of hardware, and I decided to check into it, and they're pretty cool. All right, so stay tuned for that. But first, you know what? I'm going to bring the positioner tool in, and we're going to talk about how you can get your hands on that for free. All right, but in just a minute, because first I'd like to just have the zoo news with you. How about that? We love the zoo news. Well, I do anyway. The zoo news, of course, tells you everything that's going on in the Stampin' Zoo. And it is a brand new month, so brand new things are coming our way. First of all, as always, I appreciate you ordering with me so much. You are part of the reason why the Stampin' Zoo is here, bringing you new products each and every week. And again, if I can be of service to you, you can always call me, text me, or send me an email, and we can find the right thing for you, whether you're purchasing for yourself or as a gift. So happy to do that for you. And please don't forget that any order, $20 or more, earns you 10% back in Stampin' Rewards, which you can use on your very next order or save them because they don't expire for a year. Gotta love the Stampin' Rewards. Now, the last few days, in fact, the last 2 days of bonus days are here. So maybe you want to purchase some staples. All the adhesives are back in inventory now. They've been gone for a while. So check your adhesives, check your cardstock. Medium envelopes are on low inventory. Why don't you gather up a little list of things you might need and get them now while you can earn Stampin' Rewards plus a $5 coupon for every $50 increment that you spend. Okay, that's $50 in product before tax and shipping. And then you will be able to use the bonus days coupons during the rest of February. So February 3rd through the 28th, you'll be able to redeem your coupon codes. Now they will come to you via email, and they are not reissuable. So please don't lose track of the coupon codes. You also probably know by now that with every purchase of $75, no, let me back up. With one purchase that you make during the month of $75 or more, you have the option of adding on the product of the month for $5. We don't know what the new product of the month is going to be for February because it will be announced, I'm guessing, on the 3rd. So you can still purchase the January product of the month. And along with that, if you are my customer and you purchase the product of the month or are on my team, I'm going to send out this Creative Vault tutorial bundle to you. This is brought to you by myself and 11 other demonstrators. And so we're going to give you ideas for using the products of the month. Oh, what? My goodness. How'd these cuties get in there? Yes, that's Cash on the left, Tango on the right. They celebrated their 14th birthday on Tuesday. Many of you know that if you follow me on Facebook. And I mean, come on, look at them. Yes, they should have had their hairs combed, but you know, it didn't happen. They're rough and tumble, and they were actually out with their dog walker. And I'm going to report that we all had a very nice birthday night. I ended their night with belly rubs, and they were very happy. Okay, if you are going to be in Boise or would like to be next Saturday, time's running out to sign up for the February stamp camp. I have place for 2 people, I think. So if you would like to come over to my house, use all of my products, all my tools. It's really a try before you buy event. Then register, please. You do not pay until the day of class because you have an option of paying $25 or getting your class for free with a $30 order. Guess what everyone does? Exactly. They get the class for free. We'll be making 4 cards using current beautiful Stampin' Up! Product and probably a few sneak peek products as well. You will absolutely get to use the new um, positioner. Okay, Stampin' Positioner. All right, here is February's Zoobilee Kit reveal. I am going to be featuring the Easter Basket Bundle and the Easter Joy suite of products you see here. So if you like the subtles and the beautiful theme of spring and Easter, this is for you, okay? Please take a look at it. It's going to be a good one. It's also going to coordinate with the February Paper Pumpkin. So you are going to be able to get so much use out of this bundle and this kit of products. You get to choose whether you would like to order this as a single standalone kit or join the month-to-month subscription. The month-to-month subscription is a few dollars cheaper, and at the end of 6 consecutive months of receiving the subscription, you get a goodie bag with about $25 of product. So please, again, think about joining us for this, and it's going to be so much fun. Oh, I'm already working on it, and I'm kind of in love with the bunnies. All right, and this one is really going to be a blast. If you thought Easter Joy was fun, what about Cute as a Bug? This is a mega class, okay? You are going to work on 10 projects, 8 cards, and 2 3D projects. Don't worry. They're going to be simple and easy to put together, but they have lots of wow factor. Gianna Edwards and I will be along with you every step of the way with video tutorials and a written PDF, so you'll know exactly our little tips and tricks. You'll have all the measurements for these cards and more. You will also have full packs of product. The paper will ship 12 by 12. You get 4 pillow gifts. With the kit or the mega class, you can also add the bundle and save on shipping and tax. Or if you have everything but you still want to craft along with us, you can choose the PDF option, okay? Again, look for registration links for all of these events and a few more down in the description of this video. And so, whoa, we're going to have such fun. February is short, so we've got to pack as much fun into it as we can. Okay, now, this is not going to be part of this card, but I did want to bring this in because if you missed my video last week, we used the Stampin' Positioner. I talked in depth about it, and we made a cute little card that's very hard to make freehand, but very easy to make with a precision placement tool. Okay, and so let's put this on and stamp that roller coaster because that thing is huge, right? That would be very difficult to handle on a block. And so if we didn't have this new precision placement tool, I would have used the Stamparatus anyway. So we do not sell the Stamparatus anymore. This is the new product. However, it's not available for everybody right now, okay? It's available via pre-order to existing demonstrators through the 2nd. So you better hurry up. I'm looking at the date there. You better hurry, okay? The cost is $49, and if you want to add the grid paper, you can add that. It's $15. But then after that, the only way you're going to be able to get it immediately is with adding it to a starter kit. No, let me back up. If you purchase a starter kit between February 3rd and the 28th, you get it for free What am I talking about? It's free. Okay, so instead of paying $49 for it, or even $49 less your demonstrator discount, you can have this absolutely free if you join my team or anyone's team. And you will pick out, so you'll do your regular starter kit. Okay, so you will choose $125 in product and pay $99 plus tax for that, with free shipping and all sorts of little extras. Plus, they're going to throw this in, the Stampin' Positioner. Now, after that, it's not available to demonstrators after the 2nd. It's only available, again, through the 2nd for current demonstrators. Then after that, it's only going to be available in the starter kit, and then it will be available to everyone later in the year. Okay, so, and that's not a tease from me. That's what the company said, later in the year. Okay, so I just want you to be aware that if you would like this, if you would like to know more about it, go watch my video from last week. Okay, the last week of January. And if you would just like to have it, then that's how you get it. Okay, and guess what? I would love to have you on my team. The freebies are just the beginning of all the fun that you can have when you join the Zoo Crew. Okay, all right, so let's take a look at this. Oh, and I also found my pressure tool. It's a little bit bigger, so you don't need this. This is just a little freebie. Or no, this is an add-on that we don't sell. Okay, we don't sell that regardless of starter kit or elsewhere. Oh, it looks perfect. It looks so perfect. I almost want it a little darker down there. Let's see. I wonder if that's just the stamp. But let me try it. Nope, I think I got it. Okay, that's cool. So that's just basic gray ink on some of the paper that is included in the package. Okay, and that's going to be a perfect backdrop to a card that we're going to make at Stamp Camp on Saturday. All right, and so it just went on there very nicely. And yes, that is a big stamp that I would not be able to hold very well. The only thing little on me are my hands. But let's see, is it this block? No, it's not even that block. You guys, it's the big kahuna. I don't even have it out here because it's silly. I can't hold on to it. Okay, it's a larger block than that. So you can definitely use the Stamparatus. You can put it down, put this stamp face down and put your paper on top of it, or you can use the largest block. But I just prefer to make things easy on myself. And so I'm going to use our new Stampin' Positioner. So again, $49 for existing demonstrators. So if you're on my team and you haven't yet taken advantage of that, just keep in mind, you're not going to be able to get it for a while if you don't get it by the end of February 2nd. Okay, so this again is the stamp set. And here are the item numbers. This you can purchase right now. It's in stock. Everything's in stock. We're all looking good. And then this, I'm just placing it right upright. And you guys, I don't work in a very big space. If you've been to the Stamping Zoo, you know that space is a premium. That thing just fits just like a little upright, thin folder, which I love it. Okay, so I've done a little pre-work on this, just basic die cutting and cutting, okay, with the paper trimmer. And so again, I'm going to use this little non-Stampin' Up! Tool that I saw Marcy Bessaker use, and then I went out and kind of investigated myself. And so I found them on Amazon, and they are for nail art. So let me see. Nail art spinning nail charms. Would I ever put this on my actual nails? No. I'm guessing you put this, you know, I have my nails done, so I'm guessing that as during the process, they embed this in the polish or whatever. And then it actually spins in a circle. And so I'm guessing you can put something else on top of it, like a flower. I just see that totally going wrong, like poking my own eye out, losing it in my hair or the dog's hair is actually would be comical to wear it, but it will not be. Okay, so it would be funny for me to put it on there to show you guys, and for about a day, but I only get my nails done every 3 weeks. So I'm not gonna wear it for you. You're just gonna have to trust me on it. But we are gonna use it for something else. So again, here's our kind of easier card, but by no means is it not also stunning. Now this, I wanted this paper so you can see there's some Timid Tiger going over into Daffodil Delight. And this paper also uses some Lemon Lolly. Well, I don't know about this paper, but the suite does. So I chose a Lemon Lolly. I was going to put it on a Daffodil Delight card base, but then, oh, good Lord, who scored that? But then I thought, ooh, I like it on Timid Tiger better. But let me see what went wrong there. Anyway, we need to grab some more Timid Tiger. Somebody got crazy, y'all. And I must have been thinking in my mind that I was cutting a layer instead of cutting a card base. I don't know. Don't ask me, I'm new here. Okay, so 4 1/4. And then score it at 5 1/2. And then we should have what we need. There we go. Okay, the ends meet up as they should. Okay, and then this one is going to go over here to be used for many other things, just not this. And so we're going to keep the card base simple because there's lots of detail on the front, and I also want a standard card base so it can hold up to the layers and the weight of this thing. Not that it's going to be overly heavy, but we're just going to give it a go. Now, this was my easy idea of a boardwalk. Okay, it's simply a piece of the two-tone pecan pie cardstock, and then I ran it through the Birch 3D embossing folder. Okay, and I liked the lighter shade. So this, again, these are the two tones that you can have if you choose the two-tone cardstock. And two-tone cardstock is fantastic, both because of the color differences, but also because of all the techniques we can do with it. So I do believe I cut one at 1 inch and one at 3/4, and I think the inch is too overwhelming. I think the 3/4 is going to work great. And then, yeah, okay, perfect. It's going to be simple, but I just didn't want it floating in the air. Okay, so that's going to be our base. All right. And then I cut 2 of these because I was kind of thinking, and again, this just comes from watching other demonstrators work with this. Offset like this, especially if you're going to use white, it seems to have a lot more presence. And we could even do it this way. Now I'm dying to make a card with an ink blended sunset in the background, and then all of these pieces being black. You know, this just doing the Ferris wheel in black. And so I'm sure you'll see that on my page before too long. If you're not already, you can find me on the socials of Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram. And so please make sure you're subscribed and following me. And most importantly, subscribe to receive my emails, because that is where you get notified first of all the zoo happenings. And you get really easy links to descriptions of classes and things. So you can definitely take a look at what's going on there first. Okay, now these are the little cars. I die cut the cars in white. Where are they? I die cut them and put them very orderly into one of my little dishes. It takes 2 die cuts because there are 12 cards. I die cut 3 because, so here they are. Okay, so I die cut it 3 times because I knew I was coloring them and maybe I wouldn't like one that I ended up with. And maybe one would go flying off somewhere. But so I'm coloring them. I chose my colors, just kind of reinforcing these colors and adding strawberry slush. All right. And then I took a couple of pieces of, tickets, a couple of tickets from that printed paper. And I do believe these will sit off to the side with our extra elements. Okay, so let's get started. So as I said, I did the easy stuff without you because I didn't. I wanted to get us a little bit forward because we're going to spend the most of our time with coloring and working on these little cool, this little cool mechanism. Okay, it's better than a wobbler in this case because they will spin around in a circle. Hey, like a Ferris wheel. Okay, so the way I colored these was with my blends, super simple. If you're not into coloring, then you can just take tiny scraps that you have left over of whatever colors that you want and then just die cut them, okay? But frankly, I thought this was simpler. And I did this kind of a technique, I don't know, in the last couple of weeks where I colored something and I really liked the effect of it. Oh, it was on Easter basket. I'm remembering it now. I colored some flowers for the Easter basket and I really like how they turned out. They had a watercolor effect without watercoloring to me. And so I thought that was really fun. So this is how easy I'm coloring. I'm taking the light of every color and then I'm coloring the car part, the part you sit in dark. And I'll bring the screen closer once I finish. It's not a huge difference because they're blends, right? They're not supposed to be a huge difference. Now I am using Lemon Lolly because I thought there was plenty of Daffodil Delight. And so I just wanted it, again, a little bit lighter. And so, oh yeah, we need 4 of each. Math is hard. Okay, I was thinking 4 different colors, 3 and 4. Okay, and then get our dark, and it's the little thing I'm coloring on is the silicone matte. We sell this, so if you don't have it already, I suggest getting a few because they're fantastic. And I think I have 3. I think one, you guys remember when we had that gold leafing? One of them I had to toss because it got covered in gold leafing and I could not save it. So that had to go by the wayside. But otherwise, before that, I would have told you they're indestructible because they just wipe clean. Okay, so there's that. And then we need 3 in Timid Tiger. And again, now the card base is Timid Tiger. Plus I am, the Designer Series paper has an ombre of Timid Tiger and Daffodil Delight. That one's dark, so let's use light. So do you have Boardwalk Fun? Let me know in the comments. You know, I'm going to come back and read your comments, even if I'm not here live with you. So please let me know. And also let me know if you have any questions about this project or anything I talked about during the Zoo News, because that's what I'm here for. Okay. I'm here to inspire, educate, and inform. Not necessarily in that order, but that is my task. And I always think about that because then that keeps me on track, right? Then I'm focused. That's what I'm here for. Inspire, educate, inform. entertain. Well, now 4 things. Okay, anyway, that's a long list now all of a sudden. Okay, so I'm going to glue this onto the bottom of the DSP, and then I'm going to trim the excess. Okay, so I kind of know about, I'm going to guess. Again, you can do this on the silicone mat, and then if there's any extra, it doesn't get all over stuff. So I'm going to start at the end, so I only have to trim one side. Bring that down, and whoopsie, slide it into place. And let's see how much goo I have to cut through. Not so much. Not so much at all. Just don't want that dropping on anything. Cool. All you need is the suggestion of a boardwalk. You can go a lot more detailed on this if you would like. But for this one, we're putting our time and energy into the Ferris wheel. So we're going to just give ourselves a little suggestion of sunshine and boardwalk. Oh, I love it already. So cool. Okay, and then I cut a piece of lemon lolly for the inside. Ooh, that's kind of fun. I think I'll go ahead and use it because this is such a whimsical and fun card. You know, it's about a Ferris wheel, my goodness. So this would be really fun to give to someone who loves or loved Ferris wheels. Anybody of any age, right? Okay, this is how I'm going to glue these together. So I want it slightly off, and I think I want to put the glue on the white piece because that's going to help me. And then again, not again because I haven't mentioned this, just use the cars to your benefit here and the larger spaces. You don't necessarily have to put glue on every car or on every spoke. In fact, I'm not going to do the spokes. I'm just putting it in the large areas and definitely the base. Okay, and then, so again, if you want to set this down instead of doing it in the air like I am, just use that silicone mat, okay, and just bring it in. And I'm using liquid because of the size, the little skinny size of these items, but also because then I can move it to get it right where I wanted it. Okay, just a slight shadowing, I think added a lot. Very cool. All right, and so then that is going to sit here. But first, I'm going to glue the cars on in case something goes wrong. I don't know what would go wrong, but in case we want something in particular here. So I chose those 3 colors, right? And I'm just going to arrange them in a pattern, one of each, and then start over, and then it'll be colorful. I think it'd be fun to use rainbow colors or somebody's favorite color. That'd be really fun. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I think, oh, that's a lot of glue, is I'm going to put a little bit of glue, and I'm going to work in 3s. Okay, so let's just start with the yellow, and then I can grab on to, I'm not worried about grabbing onto the little car and putting glue on that. I've got this larger Ferris wheel that I'm putting things on. And I can also spin it around to place it so that it's convenient for me. Okay, and then let's do the timid tiger, and I'm not live, so I need you to remind me sometimes to pan out. So I'll have to really watch it. I'll do my best. Okay, that one looks a little funky. There we go. Okay. And so forth. So do you like Ferris wheels? Do you like boardwalks? I have not been to an East Coast boardwalk, but I've been to West Coast boardwalk, most notably Santa Cruz, California. And that was one of the most fun days. So my friend Katie was at the time stationed um, at a place called Travis Air Force Base. And then we took off from there one day. I think it's in a town called Vacaville or near it. But we took off and we went to Napa and I don't know. We just went down the coast. Maybe we didn't go to Napa. Sorry. But we ended up in, of course, we went to Santa Cruz, as I said. And then we ended up having lunch at this most picturesque spot in a little seaside town. They're all little, kind of. It's called Capitola. And so we were outside on the deck having lunch, and someone says from another table, Lisa Harden? And I was like, well, I don't know anybody here. And it was a friend from high school. Can you believe that? That was so fun. Not a friend well, we didn't keep in contact, right? We didn't have Facebook then. This was before the internet, guys. And so anyway, it was hilarious. It was so fun. And Katie, my friend Katie, always said, no matter where we go, you know someone or someone knows you. And I'm like, that's not true. And then she goes, well, look at this. We're in Capitola, for goodness sake. So anyway, it was super fun, and it was so nice to see him. And I don't think I've seen him since, you guys. Maybe at a high school reunion, but I don't even know if that's the case. But anyway, it was so cool. So a beautiful, get out of your surroundings. You're always going to have some fun little experience, right? And for goodness sake, get off your phone. I know most of you. And I know most of you enjoy things that don't have to do with your phone. So thank goodness. I swear, if I see any more people walking around looking down with their phone, it's like, first of all, you're going to get hit by a car, maybe mine. And second of all, you're missing life. What are you doing? Get off the phone, at least when you're walking, people. What is so important? Okay, I'll get off my Ferris wheel about that now. And then we need red, or I'm gonna forget what order I'm in. Oh, this is so cute. I just took a minute and took a look at it. You guys, you've got to get this and make this Ferris wheel. I'm telling you, it's adorable. And I'm not even using the roller coaster part yet. So the roller coaster is going to be really cool too. We're going to use that in Stamp Camp this coming Saturday, though, as I said. Okay, are you ready? Look how cute. And it didn't matter that the cars, well, they're set right, but like some of them show a little more white than others. Who cares? No one is going to care. All right, now let's put it on our backdrop. What in the world? Is that so cool? I'm in love with it. I'm in love with it, and it's not even spinning around. Okay, well, let's try that because I haven't tried it. Nope, I thought I would just experience it here with you. And so now we need some glue dots, okay? And this thing, they're not two pieces. They're just a one-piece metal thing, okay, that spins around. And there's a base, or I'll call it the base, that I think is larger, and then there is a smaller piece up on top of that, okay? Two circles, one's larger than the other. I'm going to turn this over to the larger circle and pick it up with my putty tool. Now again, full props to Marcy Bessaker. I'm going to take a glue dot. Oh, no, that went somewhere. I'm sure it's on my shirt. I'll find it when a crumb sticks to it or something. Let's take a glue dot again. I'm not quite sure. I'm sure Marcy used a glue dot. I don't know that I remember that part, but I remember this. She said that these things kind of have a certain state of rest, okay? And so in order to, when you put this on, it might want to stay at rest this way, or even, God forbid, that way. And you want to try to get it to stay straight up and down or close to it. So we're just going to put this on here and then keep it on your, take your pick tool and see where it goes. I can tell already. Okay, let me put that back there. Oh, we might be lucky. We might be lucky. See how it's kind of spinning and it's coming to its own center. And I need to move it a little bit. I'm going to move it that way. You're not going to see that because my nails are in the way. But I'm going to actually pick it up, I picked it up off the glue dot, and then I moved the Ferris wheel just a little bit so that I can see, will it sit at rest up and down? I need some more putty. Take your pick tool's getting a workout right now, isn't it? Okay, let's try it again. And whoops, come on now. Need a little extra putty for this. Okay. And it wants to spin. It's almost like, hey, magic 8-ball. No. Oh, I'm very close. I feel like we're very close. We're going to go for it. Okay, so then I'm going to like push it down into the glue dot. Okay, now that I know, like, okay, that looks good. And then I'm going to take another glue dot and put it on the top of what's now the bottom, but it's the top that's facing you. Okay, so let me bring this up and you can probably see there's a glue dot on the bottom on the cardstock and a glue dot on the back of it. All right, and then we're going to bring this in and I am going to give it kind of a firm little push. But let's do it a little more lightweight and see if it's going to stand. Okay. I actually, you know what, as I did this, I actually think you're only supposed to put the circle on it. Okay, so you know what, we can do that. We can do that so easily because I'm going to bring in one more die cut. And I'm going to cut it in white. A little bit of white. And I have some sitting out here for just such a thing. I didn't remember that, but no, that's not it. Where's my white cardstock? Okay. And then let me get the Ferris wheel. Took me a minute and I was like, no, I don't think you want the whole Ferris wheel spinning, just the circle part. Okay, we can do that too. All right, so let's get that die cut. Okay. I had to get that completely down on the card before I visualized that, but okay, I can do it. And then this is going to be, doesn't really matter where that is on my card. I'm going to put that down lightly because we're going to have to do our test again, okay? And this is going to sit down on the card completely. Now I could, of course, just use the base of it, but I think, again, I think it'll look better if we have this laying down flat. Okay, so again, I'm just adding little bits of glue here and there. And let's bring it in right there. Okay, and then I'm going to trim this off I know, it's scary, but I'm going to just trim this base off. Okay, so now you have the wheel. Let's try this again because we need to make sure this is kind of centered. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. And we want those to just sit. Okay, and again, they are kind of sideways. Kind of like when you get on the ride and you're like, sir, you need to help me here because I'm sitting sideways in this car and I don't like it. Okay. Ugh. I knew that was going to cause a problem. All that putty on a glue dot. I knew it. Okay. Glue dot there. No glue dot over here. Put it on there and hold it up. And let's see if it will come in. Whoops, if it'll come in straight. Nope, so I'm going to pick it up. Pick up the glue dot, hopefully, and the little piece of hardware. And move my wheel around a little bit and see if that helps. It was quite a bit off, so I'm really just kind of taking a stab at it. Oh goodness, that's worse. Okay, so let's spin it this way. Take it off and see if this helps. Okay, and again, need some putty. Oh, that's very good. That's very good. Okay. All right, so now let's get another glue dot. And you could either put it, now that you have this, you can either put it there. I'm going to go ahead and just put it here. Okay. And then just for one more kind of check, layer it up on top of the card base, the Ferris wheel on the card base, and then give it a look-see. Look at that. Okay, hold on. Now I'm going to press it down because it's staying in place. I think we're as up and down as we're going to get here. So now I'm going to press it on. Okay, and then, whoops, it's a little uneven because of the width of the glue dot. It's a little thicker on one side, but we can play with it here. And then it's going to spin freely. Oh my gosh, it's so fun. Now again, I can see it's a little uneven there. I think I've got it. You just kind of like keep pressing it a little bit and then it will work out. I promise. Okay, I'm going to do that off camera, but see how it's sitting a little close on the top. That's because, probably because of all the glue dot. I almost want half of the glue dot. Can I do that? Okay, but the point is, do you see how when I brought it up, then the wheels came straight. The other thing is, it might not like that I have 2 layers of cardstock there. But I'll retry that as well. Okay, so it's so adorable. And just kind of gives a little spin. Okay, so let's make our sentiment now. Let's see if our sentiment can live up to this kooky thing. Oops. Okay, I'm going to stop playing with it now, but I want to keep playing with it. And I'll let you know if I, well, before I take a still of it, I will fine tune the glue dot. But the process is the same. Okay, the process is the same. Ooh, it's so cute. So cute. Okay, so now I have those tickets, right? And I wanted to die cut. I think I'm going to just go ahead and die cut both of them. And one of them is very close. It looks a little ripped, and that's not going to happen with this die cut. But this one is going to look a little different on the edges. And we're going to just try it and see how it looks. Okay, so let me get rid of this white cardstock. Little pieces and parts from our die cutting, the Ferris wheel. Okay, and then let me cut out these tickets. Ooh, yeah, that's cute. So you get all of that pattern and look, and yeah, one side's a little bit more uneven than the other, but I'm just going to trim it off, and that will work fine. And then this one, I don't know how this strawberry slush one's going to look, because you know what? I think I'm just going to trim it, like with scissors, old-fashioned, or fussy cutting. Okay, so for this one, it's just a tiny bit shorter than the die cut. And so I'm just going to, like, you might not even notice, but I'm going to do that. Okay, and then for this one, I'm going to just trim it out. And yes, the ends are kind of jaggedy, but I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to straight cut it. Nobody's going to care about that. Okay, these are so pretty. Again, because they have this variegation of color. And you're not going to get that with using cardstock. You might get it after you use your blending brushes, but then, you know, these are sitting right here ready for us to use. So we're going to use this, and let's bring this guy in. And then cool, super cool. All right, so then we've got, again, our reoccurring colors. I really want to keep it with the 3 colors. And I thought we'd probably put, when I don't want to get too much stacked on there, or it really won't want to spin. I'll have things too thick. That looks cute. And we could also use some of these stickers. But let's decide what we want to stamp. What sentiment do we want? I really like Enjoy the Ride. It just, right? This could be for a retirement card. You know, my manager of a million years, 26 years, just retired. She just left on She left the department on Thursday after she had a beautiful party. Her kids threw a beautiful party, and then we had lunch that day, just the department, and then she rode off into the sunset. So, yes, it will be a new adventure for both of us. Am I going to enjoy the ride? I don't know. I still have to work. So, you know, do I feel left behind? Yes, I'm left behind. I'll be there soon enough, as I've told you. So again, I think that'll look kind of fun. And I want to put something in between it. I want some, like, I want something thicker, but I can't put anything thicker. But let me take this off here with you guys. I was going to do it off screen, but then I'm like, you know what? I want to do this. First of all, I want to mark the top with a pencil. And then I want to get some of that glue out of there so it sits straight. It's annoying. Again, it looks like, you know, it looks like the kind of carnival that used to come to my own town where you're like, should we ride on this? Not so sure. Not so sure. Okay, I think it's that piece. That's so much. I hate to take this off because it was centered so nicely, but that's life. Okay. If you are not enjoying this, please fast forward because I'm going to get this stuck on here if it kills me. And let's try So Plus. It's strong. And let's just not push it down again. So let's just try this. You can also use hot glue, but you're going to have the same issue with hot glue. Is it's going to cause a thickness. So let's see here. Pretty straight considering I have played with it several times. Yeah, we're going to go with that. Okay, we're just going to do that. And so I have already marked where the top was. So I want to get that out. Now, I don't know, you guys, if Seal Plus is going to be enough to hold this. I feel like you want to embed it in something, but that's also what's causing me issues. Oh, that sits so much better and moves freely. Whoa! Hold on, people! Hold on! Also would have been something from my hometown. You want to go faster? No. I'd be like, no. Everybody'd be like, yeah. Okay. All right, try So Plus, you guys. I'll let you know as we go along with it. Like the next time we check in together, I'll let you know if this holds. We'll give it a try, but it makes it a lot flatter. And then the other thing is maybe don't layer it up if you're worried about that. But it seems to be going just fine now that I just use Seal Plus. Just use Seal Plus. Okay, so now let's try this. We want to slide. Luckily, see how it's going back behind the first layer? It's doing that because I didn't glue the entire piece down. I'm talking about the white die cut that's directly on the card. Now, I didn't know I was going to need a little space for it. I lucked out on that, but that's what we got. And then you can see the ticket back behind it, which is very fun. Okay. And then maybe we just do puffy stickers underneath it. I think I should keep that underneath there. Again, to stay out of the way of the spinning wheel part. So maybe it's that we take I don't want to add glue. Maybe we take a yellow ticket and put it up here. Here. Oh, yeah, that's cute. Okay, so this is going to slide underneath as well. So now that you're watching me do it, ahead of you making it, if you're going to layer it like I did, then keep this side of your white roller coaster. God, no, Ferris wheel. I can't stick and talk at the same time. Keep the base layer of your white Ferris wheel open on this side. Okay, and then push down in there. I'll hold it sideways in a minute and show you the layering of this. And this does actually end up looking like a ticket that, you know, they're always kind of crumpled up, rough. You can rough this up as much as you want. Okay, don't put that any closer because of the Ferris wheel. You got to leave the Ferris wheel kind of like alone over by itself. Okay, check it out. It's very fun. Now, of course, it's going crazy because I'm trying to show you. But so this is how I've got those laying. And actually, I'm going to move this one a little bit more down here. And there we go. That's pretty fun. And because I can't stand it, I'm going to try these Strawberry Slush and Pretty in Pink gems because, you know, I like some gems. We need gems. Again, not near. Ooh, and they fit right in the little sunshine. Not around or on your cars because the cars will get all funky. Then your weighting will be off. You know what I mean? That's what I meant by funky, is the weight will be off and then that car will sink down to the bottom. And that'll just be weird. Okay. Again, these are Strawberry and Slush Pretty in Pink gems. They're available right now and they are an online exclusive. Okay, let's get rid of that putty. Let's take a look at how this little guy looks. It's hard for me to show it to you upright because then the wheel wants to move. But just, there we go. Okay, it's very fun. It's very fun. I will also erase this little pencil mark that I made because that will annoy me, especially when I go to take its picture. Okay, and so there you go. You've got the Ferris wheel, and we can definitely put something inside. How about a palm tree? I'll go ahead and just put this on a block. And I'm going to do it in lemon lolly because it'll just be that if you need to write over it, then it's not going to cause any issues with that. Okay, all these pieces and parts are going to be so fun on their own. So just as much fun as just using the whole suite. So if you're seeing any pieces and parts and you're thinking about putting them with existing products, go for it. Because if you're using Stampin' Up! Products anyway, your colors already coordinate, so you don't have to do a lot of thinking about that. Okay, and all of this is, again, there's so many products that already coordinate with it that you can grab and add to your shopping cart if you would like. Especially the next couple days, you get those extra bonus days coupons. So if you're liking this, it's all in inventory. Okay, so that's how the inside looks. And then again, it's kind of hard to show you, but it's kind of fun to show you that it spins. Whoa, hold on, people. Remember what I said, right? Crazy driver. Okay, everyone, I hope you've enjoyed this. It's been fun. I hate to use the word boardwalk fun. It's been boardwalk fun playing with these products with you. Don't forget that we don't sell these, okay? They are nail charm spinners. So if you would like that, if you want to make something that doesn't spin but still has lots of wow factor, then here's that simpler birthday card. Look, this color combination just brings me joy. I hope it brings you joy too. I hope you've enjoyed stamping with me. Please leave your comments, your questions. If you liked this, please comment and share, copy the link and share it over to your own social media sites. That helps me so much because I am just in a huge, the cloud with thousands of other paper crafters. And so let's bring more people into our group, shall we? And your comments, your likes, and your shares do just that. Again, if you want to see about any of the events or joining me for any classes, please just hit the links in the registration below or head on over to thestampingzoo.com. And I will see you soon, friends. I hope you enjoy the ride. Until then.